Hello, everybody. This is Narada Rishi Raja with ExpeditiousFool.com, where we remove the obstacles each and every day by focusing on our DMP, that daily mindfulness practice. And today, I've got some more advice from the Gita. So let's see what Krishna has to say for us today. We've got equal vision. I'll let you look at that for a second. Now this is chapter 5, verse 18. By virtue of transcendental knowledge, the wise see the same divine truth in all beings, from the wise and gentle priest to the cow, the elephant, a dog, or even the outcast dog eater. Wow. Wow. Wow with that, folks. That's the thing. When people, this is why I try and encourage people to search for leadership that has no anxiety. This is the reason. If your leadership has anxiety, they do not have equal vision yet. If it's spiritual and they do not have equal vision, it's corrupted, which means it's not really spiritual. It's material with a lie. That's what it is. When someone truly understands spirituality, they have faith, complete faith, and that doesn't get shaken. That's who's qualified, right, to lead others. That's who's qualified to talk on it. Now, there's a whole bunch of qualified people in high positions that don't meet this criteria. That's why I encourage everybody, and I talk on this, not to bash other folks. And actually, I'm talking about spiritual leadership, not businesses, for the most part, because most of those, they're not in the game. But when we look at this like this, by virtue of transcendental knowledge, right? We have to develop that transcendental knowledge first. And we have to have a life committed to developing that transcendental knowledge in order to be an expert in the field, in order to be able to advise others. So if we have a lot of other things going on, material concerns, material focuses, we're not able to develop and create our transcendental knowledge with the utmost efficacy. So when we're looking for advice, when we're looking for leadership, of course, we want to first find one that doesn't have any anxiety, because that means they understand absolute faith. We also want to find one that has a consistent practice, meaning every single day they are working to develop their transcendental knowledge and refine it deeper and deeper and deeper. Because the more we refine the transcendental knowledge, the more we are able to have this equal vision, where we see no difference. The more we get this equal vision, this is non-attachment. This is non-dualism. When we are able to dissolve the ideas of good and bad, it's really hard to be offended. It's really hard to get mad, right? And it's really easy to develop understanding. And some people are like, well, I don't know about you, Narada, because I've seen some of your posts and you don't like the word trauma or trauma sensitive, and you actually speak out against people that use that word. No, I don't speak out against people that use that word. I speak out against those words. The reason being trauma sensitive. Trauma is simply an experience. We interpret it as bad, as negative, and we decided to hang on to it for longer than we needed to. That's all trauma is. So if we give it a special name, now we're giving it an identity to live. That's why I speak out against it. But ultimately, I see everything equal. I work really hard to develop this transcendental knowledge, and I've dedicated my entire life till the day that I croak, the last day. I've dedicated my entire life to helping others develop this transcendental knowledge, no matter what that means for my physical life, my material life. I've dedicated to that, which is why I have to say things that are uncomfortable sometimes. Because if we haven't developed this transcendental knowledge and have equal vision yet, then someone with equal vision and transcendental knowledge will not make complete sense to us. We might sense some truth, but more often than not, we're going to sense agitation because they're going to be calling out things that we need to work on that we didn't want to see yet. But they look at you with mirror-like wisdom, meaning they're just reflecting and saying, hey, I see this. All right, that's the advice we have from the Gita today, and that was chapter 5, verse 18. Thank you so much. If y'all want to schedule a session with me, you know how to get a hold of me. Send me a message, go to the website, anything like that. All of the social medias, you can contact me. And pretty soon here, I've got some exciting information for you, talking about in maybe a couple months. So make sure that you hit me up. Make sure that you reach out. I'd be more than happy to interact with each and every one of you and try and help you develop that transcendental knowledge. Have a great day on purpose and stay mindful, everyone. Namaskaram.